You didn't fall for them, you fell for their potential. Stoicism calls that not love, but illusion. We've all done it. We meet someone, and our heart starts building a future before they even show their truth. We see glimpses, their kindness, their ambition, their soft potential, and we decide that's who they are. Except it's not. It's who we hope they'll become. Stoicism calls this the trap of imagination over reality. We project ideals onto people, then suffer when reality refuses to play along. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If someone can show me that I am wrong, I will change my mind. But if they cannot, I will follow reason." Reason says, love what is, not what might be. Why we fall for potential? Because potential feels safe. It lets us stay attached to possibility instead of pain. We tell ourselves, they're not perfect, but they could be. That phrase keeps us in relationships that exist more in fantasy than in truth. It's comforting, and deadly. Because you don't fall for a person, you fall for a projection. And when reality appears, you call it betrayal, when in truth, it was correction. Epictetus warned, when you kiss your child, whisper to yourself that they may die tomorrow. He wasn't being cruel, he was training his students to love without illusion. To love people as they are now, not as hope paints them. The pain of loving potential. Loving potential means you're constantly waiting. Waiting for them to change, to mature, to realize, to choose. But waiting is a form of resistance, and resistance is the birthplace of suffering. You say, they have so much potential. Stoicism replies, so do you. But you're wasting it chasing theirs. The harsh truth? You don't love them, you love the story your mind wrote about them. And stories don't owe you happy endings. The Stoic way to break the illusion. 1. See what is, not what you wish. Reality doesn't care about your potential-based expectations. A Stoic observes clearly, what are they showing you now? Love can only be real in the present tense. 2. Detach hope from healing. You can hope someone grows, but you can't build your peace around that growth. The Stoic helps if possible, accepts if not. Hope without detachment becomes obsession. 3. Respect readiness. Just because someone could love better doesn't mean they will. Readiness is not potential, it's a choice. You can't force a seed to bloom by staring at it. 4. Reclaim the narrative. When you stop waiting for their potential, you free your own. The energy you used to imagine their greatness can now fuel your own growth. That's Stoic transmutation, turning disappointment into discipline. Modern example. In the age of fix or love and I can change them, we glorify potential. But Stoicism calls it self-deception disguised as devotion. You can inspire someone by living with virtue, but you can't sculpt their will. That's their lesson, not yours. When you stop chasing potential, you stop editing reality. You love what exists, not what's promised. And suddenly, life becomes lighter. Practical Stoic exercise. Write this line on paper. I love what is, not what might be. Keep it somewhere visible for a week. Each time your mind wanders into fantasy, replaying what could have been, read it again. Reality will start to feel calmer, because clarity always replaces chaos. Final reflection. Loving potential is like watering a mirage, no matter how much you pour, nothing grows. But loving reality, even when imperfect, keeps you grounded. The Stoic doesn't deny beauty and potential. They simply refuse to suffer for it. Because peace doesn't come from what could be. It comes from finally seeing what is. And when you do, you realize, the illusion was never them, it was your hope.